Welcome back, everybody, to Jak 2.
Daxter, there you are. What happened to you?
I had a hairy experience. No thanks to you.
Welcome, young warrior. Many eons have passed since our hope burned so brightly. Today, you have proven yourself worthy to receive Mars' legacy.
He's talking about me. Thanks, your holy statueness. This tomb wasn't so tough.
What you are about to receive contains grave power, and with it comes grave responsibility. Eons ago,
Sony Pictures
the
gonna sue
Precursors
somebody.
waged a terrible war with the Horrorquan, those dark creatures you refer to as metalheads. Driven by their dark leader, the Metalhead Legions destroyed our great civilization, and now they swarm the universe unopposed, looking for the last relics of our power. Ma tried to hide the Precursor Stone in this tomb to protect it from them. It is our last hope, and you were chosen to keep that hope alive.
I think you got me confused with someone else. I just want the stone.
It is time to fulfill your destiny. Behold.
Wow! Let's get the goods.
Boom! You brought me right to the stone. Your pitiful underground friends were no match for my guards above. Now I will gain the power I need to crush my enemies. And after claiming the stone, I'll begin with you.
Abomination. The Precursor Stone was not meant for you.
Want some more?
Alright, so this is actually leading up into a boss fight with Baron Praxis.
Who suddenly became Dr. Eggman.
Yes, he kind of did. I'm not gonna lie there.
He would be like that.
Baron Praxis is very similar to Dr. Eggman, if you think about it. Alright, and the unique part of this mechanic is that we actually have to get him off the Precursor Stone by using his own bombs to get him off. So this is kind of a unique form of basketball, or at least that's how I like to think of it. But until you can actually get him off, he's just going to keep drilling. And I've actually gone a little farther in this. He eventually will get the stone out and then run out, and that's considered a death.
So, there's actually a time limit that can...
Yes. It's a pretty long one, but it can happen. Alright, so we just got to make sure to line up Jak, and boom. One more, and... actually, one more. There we go, and that'll knock him...
And probably another one.
He's got to officially go into a different energy color, and then he'll get knocked off. Which adds another mechanic into it, is that he will start shooting the pillars to pieces. So you can't use the pillars too long.
You can see that.
And then he goes back up to drill.
Get a load of this.
Get a load of this! Kind of surprised he doesn't use Eggman lines. And to the people who are probably asking me to do the soccer jokes, all right, fine. Goal! There you go. Oh no, he's got it!
Don't you die!
And now he uses it against us. And there you go, get a load of this.
Did he really say that?
I think he did, yeah. And now he'll start busting platforms apart, so you don't have as much room to work. While throwing out the bombs. So this is where it gets interesting, because now he's a moving target. But thankfully I'm having no issues, at least as long as he hits the platforms where I want him.
Do it. You're no match for me. Give up and I'll make it painless.
There we go. And yes, the bombs will go off.
Yeah, it
and
just,
do damage to you. So.
When they land, it's just in weird spots.
Yeah, you literally have to kind of position Jak to aim at him. Alright, so now I have to wait for him to get back up.
You cannot run forever.
And that was a miss.
I am invincible now. Disappear.
But thankfully, I've gotten very little damage, so I'm doing really well in this fight.
You're no match for me.
Nope, that was a miss too. You kiss your mother with that mouth? This is a kid's game after all. Oh, that missed too. You see now, this is kind of the hardest part for me.
No, we've gone beyond kids' game now. This is definitely rated T. Well, T.
And nobody heard that. Stupid cell phone. Sorry, guys, that was an alarm on my phone. Okay, so... Ooh, smack! I think that's one more hit. One more. Ah! Baron Praxis down, round 2.
Nice try, but the stone is still mine. Don't worry, I will use the stone to its full potential. Soon all who oppose me will be destroyed by its power.
Alright, well, Houston, we have a problem. Now, Praxis has the Precursor Stone. So now this is a race against him to get it back, so he doesn't abuse the power. And become the Power Rangers? No. Go, go, Praxis Rangers. I'm kidding. But that's it for the Tomb of More. That's all we can really do here, so it's back up to Haven City. But obviously the most suspicious part of this is, how did Baron Praxis know to go there? I would actually argue the giant laser going through his statue was probably a big hint. But in the story, they don't actually show how the guards knew about it. Aside from all the rubble. You know. But, time for us to go do some more work for... I can't remember his name now. Underground guy.
How did the Baron know we were so close to making a move for the stone?
It's my fault. The Baron threatened to kill Ashlyn for spying. His own daughter. I couldn't risk that, even for the Underground.
Right. Very good thinking. Except Praxis has the Precursor Stone now, so he can do whatever he wants!
There is still a way to get our friends back. And maybe the Precursor Stone as well. I'll find Vin. Go to the fortress and we'll call you.
And why should we trust you?
Because you and I both know the Baron would have killed Ashlyn. It'll be a tough fight through the fortress. Probably suicide.
You just get that door open. I'll be there.
Now this actually opens up a mission that I just have to look at Naughty Dog and go, what on earth were you thinking?
Oh boy.
This is actually one of the most difficult missions, at least for me, in the game. And we're going to see why in a little bit as soon as I magic cut there. But yeah, the next mission is that we have to go rescue the Underground members from Baron Praxis. Because Torn, that's his name, Torn unfortunately ratted us out because he has a bit of a crush on Ashlyn, in case you didn't know.
I knew somebody squealed.
Yep. Even though technically we didn't need a squealer. I mean, the statue was blown up.
Yeah.
I don't think people would have missed that. Okay, so this is one of the main reasons why this is a pain in the butt mission. So you have this gauntlet full of soldiers, plus a bunch of buttons that you have to go press so you can advance further. But, to add even more onto this insanity, the guards will continue to spawn until you get to the end of the gauntlet.
I was gonna say, I'm like...
It is actually possible, and I've done it in the dry run, to run out of ammo in this area. And obviously, while you're trying to get buttons, you are leaving yourself a very open target.
What are the little spinning things?
Those blue ones?
That's a heavy machine gun clip. Supposedly to make things easier, but you can see, it keeps on spawning. Until I actually walk through the door, it will not stop spawning. And then you have moments like that. But this is the time when I said, F it, after the 20th attempt. Seriously, Naughty Dog.
I've been on duty for 2 days straight.
And just hoverboarded it all the way to the end. This is not recommended because this also leaves you a very open target.
So did you have to push those buttons?
Yes, you do, because you can see the electricity right there. That's being powered by those buttons. But now I can just clear out the soldiers because they won't spawn anymore.
Oh, so you just have to go through the door, and then it'll stop.
Yep, but if I had not played games for many, many years, I wouldn't know to do that. How on earth, Naughty Dog, do you expect a 10-year-old to know how to do that? Alright, Rando. It's one of those things that just... Ah!
That's bad game design. It really is.
Seriously, Naughty Dog, what were you thinking? It's one of those times when I would really like to talk to a Naughty Dog developer that worked on this game. What were you thinking with that? I don't get it. There's no way a kid would have gotten that. I only knew because I've, exploited games before. Alright, so this actually adds into the next one. We have to dodge the lasers, because they'll shoot at us. And it's not fun. Now here's another part that's a little confusing for a kid. You see these big turrets, right, Alex?
Yeah.
You would think generally, as playing games for so many years, you probably can't touch them. You're supposed to use them as platforms.
Yeah.
What makes you think you would do that the first time?
I would probably try and shoot him myself.
Exactly. And that's actually what I did, until I experimented. Alright, so this is just skateboarding. And Andrea's getting mad at us because we're getting mad at the game. He's like, I'm annoyed, I'm not saying anything.
Whoa, dude, it's like, this game's a major bummer.
Alright, and so at this point, we're actually pretty far into it. But now I have to take care of these hover guards, plus dodge the turrets. And that one just went right through the floor. Of course. Now this is another one where it constantly spawns until you go to the door. You guys can see I'm kind of experimenting with it, because I'm inching towards the door. Now I'm just saying, yeah, there. Now this room ought to look familiar, Alex.
Oh.
This is where things have come full circle.
Hey there, sweetheart. The metal headmaster has saved the day. Oh, and I let Jack tag along too.
Oh, my little hero.
Samos, are you alright?
What took you so long?
Holy crap, there's two of them!
Rings to my trunk waiting for you two to get me out of here.
What a
Great
paradox.
cow horns. What happened to you, Jack?
Wait a minute. You're you. I mean, the other you. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yes, it appears I have an older time twin. Great grass grubs. I can't believe what a cranky old log I become.
Two Samos the Sages. Ah, Jack, they're multiplying.
We need to find the kid pronto. What are you talking about, old growth? The kid already opened the tomb. Our top priority should be to disrupt the Baron's forces. Oh, look who thinks they've sprouted. If you were half as wise as I am, you'd know that the proper course of action is to find the kid. Listen, you old dried-up leaf. I run this outfit, and I say we go after the Baron's forces.
Do we have to separate you two?
Vin's activating the warp gate. We need to get out of here now.
Great Scott!
This should be creating a major paradox, tearing open the space-time continuing, and destroy the universe.
And yet it doesn't, and it is awesome!
I guess it's just merely confined to our own galaxy.
Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean, we're so happy now. Our favorite character for the first game is back. So Samos is now double Samos. And yeah, technically, I mean, if we're following the Harry Potter rules, they should have driven each other insane. You know. But, on to the next mission, and now we have a bunch of new missions from crew. So we might as well just get them out of the way. Oh, that's a wonderful image. Ew.
You boys are all
Why
right.
do you think that?
And since the boss is out of it right now, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I've been cruise heavy for years, and I've done some things I'm not proud of. But this time, I think Crew's gotten himself and us into something really nasty. I'm thinking of getting out.
Oh, Sig's beginning to like us, Jack. Come here, you big lug. Hugs for everyone.
Knock it off! I think Crew's trying to... What?
Relax. Watch me butter up Bun Boy. Hey there, stuffed crust! How's it feel floating on top of the food chain? Ooh, Crewmeister. Have you been exercising? You're looking good. You are definitely, living large.
We're dead.
And those legs, they're so, chiseled.
I need you to escort 3 of my boys down into the sewers and visit that statue again. I've heard that Mars' cheeky face might contain another secret, and I want you to see if the stories are true, eh? Make sure all 3 of my boys get to that statue, and they'll do all the rest,
This is also a lead up to another mission that I hate, loathe, and despise. Escort missions are not that fun, as we've pointed out in previous LPs. Oh, but if you think you'd seen the crap heap, wait till we do this mission. So the goal is we have to escort Crew's 3 boys down to the statue we discovered in the sewers. Now, do people remember what's also infesting the sewers? I don't know. Could it be metalheads?
Quiet. Here comes Pretty Boy. About time. Okay, let's do this. Crew said you'll protect us all the way to the statue.
I got 30 keys of high explosives strapped to my back. Great.
Yeah.
They all have energy bars, and they have some of the dumbest AI in games.
This way.
Did you hear that?
I have literally seen one of these guys run into a metalhead and just stand there.
Man, that thing's awesome.
And as people might have been able to tell, because there are no skull jewels dropping off of them, this took multiple attempts and was a living heck to do. And obviously, you can see they're armed. They don't shoot them. They do nothing. It's just so frustrating after we got really good mechanics from the Tomb of Mara into 2 of the most just... Oh, they hurt my brain so bad missions.
Drak is choking on his own rage here.
Oh, I really am. It's that frustrating.
You bad breath. Let's move.
I love this job.
Alright, so we are... I want to say almost at the halfway point here.
Take him out, blue boy.
The other thing, too, is while you're multitasking...
Jack's my hero.
Shut up, Mog.
You have to listen to their really crappy dialogue. Because they kind of give the indicator as to where the metalheads are coming from. Unless you've done this like 20 bajillion times, and then you know every direction the metalheads are coming from.
Move your butts, or I'll move them.
This place stinks.
Okay, this is about the halfway point. Now, here's another interesting feature that you guys haven't seen with these metalheads. If they are allowed to be situated... Oh, yeah, you can shoot your own crew metal.
Of course.
So you can make it even harder on yourself.
You got the magic.
Thanks, Naughty Dog. The other thing that they do is if you let those things stand for too long, they'll start shooting a beam that does tons of damage if you run over it. Like that. You can literally die on 1 or 2 or 2 or 3 of these beams. And of course, we had to put them right at the corner, so they're even harder to manage.
Sweet as a ballerina.
Alright, that was the successful attempt. It took a few to get this right. And now, on to the worst part of this mission. By the way, this mission, no checkpoints whatsoever. You die, back to the beginning. This is the end. But they decided at the end...
I got killed.
Ah! The ceiling's crawling!
Jack! Metalheads everywhere!
It's a trap!
Oh look, it's a survival event when there's no checkpoints! So I'm just using the Dark Jack abilities right now to get them out of the way.
Wow, you're using the Dark Jack.
This is one of those few times where it's actually warranted to do so.
You gotta need some trigger finger.
Yes, I do, and you guys are idiots. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to go full red-brown on this one.
They like Rambo.
Well, red-brown, yeah.
Yeah, you're totally Ramboing it up now.
I'm going full Rambo right now. There's our episode title, Going Full Rambo. Going full Rantbo.
Okay, let's get out of here before more come back.
Yeah, let's do that, you stupid AI.
You're earning your dough today. Let's finish this.
I'm sure not going back that way.
Gee, I don't think you are, Bob. Okay, so this is where the statue is.
Pretty statue.
Stand back. We're professionals. All right, boys, let's blow this sucker sky high.
Wait, who told you to...
Go! There's what we're looking for. The Hadamar Gem. Thanks for the escort, buddy. We'll take it back to crew.
Mission accomplished.
The bedtime stories were true. The fabled Hadamar was hidden inside that ugly statue of the old boy. Nothing fractured, nothing gained. That's my motto. For your loyalty, you'll find an excellent gun upgrade stashed in a crate in the port.
That was not worth a gun upgrade. Now, thankfully, there aren't too many horribly difficult missions after this, but I hate to do this to you guys, but it's still seriously like a what the hell moment. I mean, Naughty Dog, I love you guys dearly, but you really thought little kids were going to latch onto these missions? This would be the point where they quit. Alright, I'm done ranting now. And to the Jack fans, I'm sorry, but, you know, it has to be said. I went back into my Sonic 06 days for a second there. Alright, so on to the next mission. And we're gonna go back to crew to get our gun upgrade. Which is actually a really cool one.
Try for the course record?
No. It's the Peacemaker.
All right, our own Peacemaker. Now we're rocking.
So now we have a Peacemaker, just like Sig. This is pretty much kind of the final weapon, but it's also the most kind of unreliable as far as I'm concerned. Just because you have to power it up and then shoot it. So between this and the machine gun, I'll pick the machine gun every time.
That's possibly true.
It's the best way to do anything here. So now the next mission, I believe we're going to head over to... Oh, that's right, we have a race. So...
Really? Another race? How many are there in this game?
I think this is the last one.
Well, if it isn't the Dark Eco Freak.
Where's Kira?
Don't worry. I'm keeping a close eye on her. You're the talk of the town, Jack. You give the people hope. How pathetic. I would have enjoyed killing you in prison. But now, it'll be so much more fun to take you on the track in front of the entire city. I can hear the roar of the crowd now, as everyone sees their hope die.
It's good to have you back, Daddy.
Yes, it's nice to be free again.
You know, Kira loves a winner. Someday she'll be my mechanic.
Stay away from her.
Errol's the best racer I've ever seen.
He's not what you think.
And you're a good judge of character? Ha! Look at you. People say you get angry and change. Besides, the Jack I knew wouldn't be working for a guy like Crew.
I need Crew's connections to fight the Baron. Without my... You know what? Do it your way, and I'll do it mine. Just don't come crying to me when the walls fall down.
Jack, buddy? Where you going there, pal? Jack? Jack?
Attention all drivers. The Class 2 races will begin soon.
Now what are we gonna do?
You'll have to drive for the team, Daxter. We need this win to qualify for the final championship.
How hard can it be? Just hold on tight and point the thingy where I want it to go, right? And then there's the other thingy that makes it go fast. Fast is good. I can do this. I'm ready to race.
And next time, we're going to go ahead and race with Daxter. But in the meantime, ooh, trouble in paradise. Oh.